We explained the Persian War and its consequences on the future of Greece. We talked in an earlier video about the Ionian Greek revolt against the Persian Empire. If you remember, we had also talked about how that rebellion had been supported by the Athenians and several other Greek city-states. Darius I was hot for revenge, and 9 years later, he was ready. He invaded the Greek peninsula at Marathon to punish Eritrea for their role in the revolt. The Athenians and the Peloponnesians arrived to stop them and ended up outmaneuvering the entire Persian army. The Persians retreated, and the runner Phidippides ran 25 miles to Athens to tell of the victory, the first marathon. 10 years later, in 480 BC/BCE, Darius' son Xerxes went looking to revenge his father's loss in Greece. The Athenian leader Themistocles had anticipated this and had encouraged Athens to spend a decade building a massive navy of 200 vessels. Athens had also talked Sparta and the other city-states into an anti-Persian defense league. Xerxes and the Immortals invaded in northern Greece to be able to cut through the pass at Thermopylae to get to Athens. The Persians came to win, with 150,000 troops, 700 ships, and 100 supply ships. A small force of 9,000, which was 300 Spartan and other city-states, led by Spartan king Leonidas, held up the march of the Persians long enough for the Athenians to evacuate the city. Exiled former Spartan king Demaratus guided the Persian knowledge of the Spartan size and tactics, while Aphilotus, another Greek, told Xerxes how to outflank the Greek position into going into a secret mountain pass. These two traitors sealed the fate of the Greeks, and the Persians finished them off, even chopping off Leonidas' head and putting it on a stick to warn against future aggression. When the Persians finally reached Athens, it was empty, so they burned it down. The Athenians had taken to the water under the foresight of Themistocles' boats. Meanwhile, the Persian fleet was lured into chasing that Athenian fleet into Salamis, where the Athenians trapped them and then rammed and burned the fleet. The combined Greek forces then defeated the Persian army at Pelasea. The Greeks, led by a now prominent Athens, would form the Delian League, centered at Delos in order to pay for rebuilding and promise future mutual protection if an outside invasion ever happened again. However, Athens would come to dominate the group and take money of its own to grow its own empire, claiming the need for self-defense, even using the money to build its walls. Sparta was mad.